Last bit of the video, we've already pulled a Goif. We've probably pulled all our mythics. I think we've pulled three, unless you count the timeshifted ones. I'm not sure which ones of those. I think it's based on where. I don't know how the timeshifted ones work as far as mythics. Panopticon? Was that a mythic? I don't think it was actually. I think it's a rare now. Anyway, alright, so we got three off the bat. Alright, very big scry. Um, Good with suspend actually. You suspend and then because it gives them haste, it isn't bad. Big bangy thing. Let's just deal damage to things. You pay a lot of mana, or just kill something much smaller without paying so much mana. I think. Deal 6 damage to each creature with flying, or 2 damage to each creature without flying. So that was a way to get rid of the dragons in there with one card, which is kind of rare for that set. The original. Tell round again, not fall this time, guys. Nether Trader, a cool shadow creature that I played a bit of early on in EDH, which kept coming back. Whenever another creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay black. If you do, you return him from the graveyard to the battlefield. It has to be another creature though, so works well with a few things too. Faceless Devourer eats a, not even exile. Exile another target creature with shadow. So you will have to get rid of like Nether Trader if you had Nether Trader. When it leaves the battlefield, return the exile cards to the battlefield under its owner's control. So I think that's a good start. Yeah, I like Nether Trader. Oh, he does have haste, so for whatever reason. Double black, heavy black. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I thought it was actually. Okay, Shivering Meteors kills really big things, but how many things are actually 13 in this? I should put one of those trees in there, I don't know. Is it in the strength? Oh, is it 13 or. Yes, 13. Arcblade, which is a burn spell that keeps coming back and back every 3 turns, basically. Okay, so Core Dirge. All damage that will be dealt this turn to target creature you control by a sorcery of your choice is dealt to another target creature instead. So you can shift damage to an opponent's creature. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, it can be an opponent's creature. So it can literally hit itself in the head instead of hitting whatever it was going to hit. I haven't really shown the tokens because some of these tokens have 6 sort of old school style art. To be honest, should have done a bit more of a cleanup too, actually. Talaria West, which I thought would have been a mythic actually, but isn't. So what's the mythic? Oh, the gemstone one I think is the land that's mythic. I do actually have a full set of these. Dreadhorde Arcanist too, good card, good card. Yeah, probably is played in Legacy or Vintage or something. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I got another mythic, guys, but no foil. Core Dirge again. Um, Street Wraith, decent card. The thing that you search a lot. Guy who becomes Shadow. Guy who discards cards, gets your lands. An insect dude. Tendrils, which is you probably want to sacrifice your creature if it's getting targeted with Tendrils rather. Oh no, it's not. It's dark withering, not tendrils. There it goes. Sure, yep, yeah. But anyway, tendrils, you want to sacrifice your own creature rather than let them, gain the life. In a sort of sense, so killing your own creature can be a good idea instead of them killing it. Gary, not for. Gauntlet of Power, good card. As Gauntlet enters the battlefield, choose a colour. Creature that chose a colour, get 1+1. Whenever a basic land, so it has to be a basic land, taps some mana, chose a colour, its control adds 1 mana of that colour. Has to be basic, guys. People often forget that part about it. I knew there was a part people forgot. Yeah, it has to be a basic land. So, good for a monocoloured deck. We run basics. Hey, alright. Actually, I would have thought you were full too. Okay, yep. I think I'm talking about any of these. Uh, yeah, played in older formats. Goes well with Caracas, just exiling it in sort of tap because it should be part of the payment cost, but it isn't. So you can just keep using it. Sanguine Bonds, I think it's the expensive one out of the two. Exquisite Blood and Sanguine Bond on there. Just any damage, everything goes haywire. I think, or any life gain. This thing's a combo with both, really. Hey, this is pretty cool too. Okay, the ape token is even cool. Because you probably need those, to be honest. Sacramite me some stuff. Okay. Minions Murmurs. Hurts you. This is Slamhood Dinogen, which can become bigger by hurting you if you've got access to red. Okay, Sarah Avenger. Initially really good in modern, but I think kind of come out of play because you can't cast this spell during the first, second, or third turns of the game. So if you're going second on the fourth turn, you can cast it. Fabian Inspector and Teferi in foil. Wow. Oh, he's mythic too. Shit. Oh. Okay. So Teferi is a dude. In foil. I put that in sleeve, guys. Because yeah, it's me. I'm happy with that. He does silly things. Sort of things. He makes your stuff flash. Makes their stuff not flash. Okay, the next pack's pretty cool too. If you've got the mana to do it, it can be really devastating because it stops Brine Elemental. When this is turned face up, each opponent skips their next untapped step. So if everything of theirs is tapped, it's pretty good if you can flip it up. But it costs 7 to flip it up normally, unless you trick flip it in somewhere. The rest I'm not going to put out about. Slaughter Pact, Flicker Wisp. So you target. How does it work with Magrana? It's Battlefield Exile Novice. So you have him. Okay. I think they go together, Magrana of Cordia and Flicker Wisp somehow. Yeah, I think that works. That's why judging rules. Aha. Well, I don't want to be a judge. And I know it changes and stuff. Okay, so our foil is Bah. I mean, Bird Soldier. Palace Jailer. So that guy is in Legacy and Vintage, obviously. Yes, maybe. Walk the islands. Let's sacrifice 3 islands to get back our spell and keep time walking. Okay. This is probably most want to see with a fungus sliver because you can just regenerate your things and actually even better with a gemstone sliver. So you can sort of just block for days in some sense. Unless you're getting hit by shadow, in which case you I think the thing that gives Slither Shadow is in this. It is in the sets, I believe. Maybe not. But I still think it's cool. There's still the one that gives them Defender, so it's like a semi. Oh, hey. This is cool too. This is awesome stuff. Logic Knots in there. Yeah, you can look at that if you want. Let's go to the cool stuff. Summoners Pacts. So search your library for a green creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Oh, okay, so it just goes into your hand. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 4. If you don't, you lose the game. So snapback in 4, snapback. But I want more. Anyway, Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. Yeah, awesome. So he's not foil, guys. The snapback was the foil thing. Not as cool, but it has buyback and there's a counter spell. And I think that was storage white green. Uh, yeah, not bothering with the rest of it. So Thermalite Hermits, Nature's Claim. So Plumatic Slither, I'm calling it that. It probably sounds the same as the guys with the big bubble thing anyway. Logic Knot, Search for Tomorrow, Rift Bolts, Ancient Grudge, and some double star elemental thing. Rudder, Air to Keld, and Disdainful Stroke. I don't see what the advantage necessarily for old formats is in having new cards printed in a different frame, but yeah. I think I've talked about quite anything that would be in here, but Cloud Key makes something cost less for the chosen type. So enters the battlefield, choose artifact, creature, enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Spells you cast with the chosen type cost one less to cast. Probably choosing artifact, I think, most of the time with most people. It's in the deck because it's an artifact itself. Bloodbraid Elf. I think I already have one of those, and I think they got shifted up in rarity. Okay, one pack left, guys. Yep, just one pack. So, not likely to be a mythic, I would say. Maybe a foil, maybe. Ooh, okay. Is wrong, is bad wrong. Haze of Rage. Buyback makes you guys make a smallpox. Kind of a bit like Haze of Rage too, but I think it's fortifying. Shouldn't have looked at that before saying its name. Okay, I think twice. Step back. Archive. Okay. Lavinia Azorius Renegade. Why not make her a rebel? Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with a converted mana cost greater than the number of lands that player controls. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast a counter spell, non-creature spells. So you can still cast creature spells with the land. And the other thing is Slither Legion. All slithers get 1+1 for each other slither on the battlefield. It is legendary. It has slithers sort of coming out of it in a funny way. And a cool looking bat. Just to round things off. Okay, do we actually get Drake's token? I don't know. I think they do an insect in the old school sort of kind of style. Anyway, I think I didn't leave any packs, even though I made quite a mess here. So I believe that's all the packs. If there's one at the end, I'll tell you what's in it. Again, it's probably the best thing, but I think we're focusing on the best things possible. Okay, see ya. Rock on.